Welcome to the Home Stack. In this video, we're going to configure a fully automated movie system step by step. This might look complex at first, but I'll break it down so everything makes sense. First, we connect to a VPN, keep everything secure, then we identify the network interface so we can properly lock our download client to it. After that, we install qBittorrent, which handles downloads, Radarr, which manages our movie library, and Prowlarr, which connects everything together. And at the end, everything works together automatically. Let's start with the first step. Let's connect to the VPN on our computers, and once we've done that, we go to step 2, which is getting the network interface. So we'll open up command prompt and type ipconfig \all to gather the network information that we need. So make sure that you save this somewhere. So in my case, it's NordLynx tunnel. With this information, we can properly bind qBittorrent to the VPN. So now we're going to install qBittorrent. First off, we need to go to the qBittorrent website and download the software. So I'll go ahead and type qBittorrent on the browser, go to their official website and search for a download link. When we finish downloading, we'll go ahead and install qBittorrent in our computers. So just double click and approve, go through the prompts. This is totally optional, but I select Start qBittorrent on Windows Startup. Now that qBittorrent is installed and open, I'll click on Tools, Options, and navigate to Advanced. And in Advanced, I'm going to change the network interface to the one that I found on the command prompt in the ipconfig \all. So in my case, NordLynx. I'll apply. Now we'll go to Downloads and change the download folder. So right now it's C Downloads. I'll just change it to Media Downloads. And I'm doing that because Radarr is scanning the media folders. And that's it. My qBittorrent's basically set up. And now I'm going to go ahead and install Radarr. So I'm going to open a browser window and navigate to Radarr. I'll just click Radarr on the search bar there, and it will give me the link to the Radarr website, and I'll download the version for Windows, which is what we're setting up right now. Now we can go ahead and install Radarr. Just follow the regular prompts and the installation should be complete. After Radarr installs, it should automatically open on your browser. If you get an error where it doesn't load, you can just close the browser and try double-clicking the desktop icon, and Radarr should load. The first screen you see in Radarr is to create an authentication, so I'll just go ahead and create my user here using the Forms authentication method. Now I'll click on Import Existing Movie. This step is basically to import the library, so I'm going to point it to C Media Movies. That's where I created my media movie library, and I mentioned that this is important for our workflow in one of my previous videos. One thing that I like to do is navigating to Settings, Media Management, and ticking on the Rename Movies box, because now whatever movie is downloaded will have a proper naming convention. Our indexers will be handled by Prowlarr, but before we do that, we need to check that a setting in our qBittorrent is set up. So we go to Tools, Options, Web UI, and enable web user interface. Without enabling this, it is not possible for us to add qBittorrent as a download client. So we'll just navigate settings, download clients, add a new one, select qBittorrent, and we need to put in our username and password for our qBittorrent accounts, which I'll do here real quick. And after that's done, I'll test the connectivity and see if it's working. Now that the login credentials have been added, I'll test the connectivity. I get a green check mark. On client priority, since I only have this download client, I'll leave it as 1 and I'll save it. And now we've added qBittorrent to Radarr. Next step is setting up our indexers by installing Prowlarr. So we'll go to a web browser and search for Prowlarr. And once we've done that, we'll download the installer for Windows and install it. And once it's installed, we can start setting it up. Initial setup of Prowlarr, we'll need to create a user and password just like Radarr. So I'll select Forms and create my user here. Now that the user is created, I'll go to Settings, then Apps, and add an application, in this case Radarr. So we'll select Radarr. And to add Radarr into Prowlarr, we will need an API key, so we have to go back to Radarr, fetch that, copy and paste it into Prowlarr. To get the API key in Radarr, we go to Settings, General, scroll all the way down, and there will be an API key for us. We head back to Prowlarr and paste that API key, test it, and once it's passed, we're okay to save. Now that Radarr has been added, I'll go ahead and add indexers to Prowlarr. So I'll select torrenting as a protocol. Language, you can select whatever you like. I'll just select English and a secondary language here, Brazilian Portuguese. For privacy, I'll go ahead and select public, and categories, I will select movies. The reason I'm selecting public indexers is because they do not require registration or an account, and since we don't have any accounts in any private indexers, we'll just go with public ones. Now that the filters have been set, we'll go ahead and add a couple of indexers to Prowlarr. So I'll just select 2 here and save them. If you have an indexer as a priority, you can set the priority number to 1 or 2 or whatever. It will select that indexer first when searching for media. So we have set up the indexers, and now we're going to see how it all works. So let's go back to Radarr, and in indexers we'll see that we have two indexers that are being pushed by Prowlarr, and we're going to search for a movie. I'll search for Angel and the Badman, which is a classic John Wayne movie, and we'll go ahead and download it. So we'll click on it and we select Add Movie. After adding the movie, we'll go back to the movie section and we'll view it there. So right now it's red, as in monitored or missing, and we will wait for it to change to purple so we can go to qBittorrent and see it getting downloaded. Once the download completes, we can go back to Radarr and see that it's green now, so it's downloaded and monitored. We can also view that in our Jellyfin server. So opening up Jellyfin, and we have Angel and the Badman. I can set up a subtitle here if I want and play the movie, and it should work perfectly. A final tip I want to give you is if the movie's not important from downloads into the movies folder, you have to check if Radarr is running as a service. If it is, then you just pause that service and then start Radarr again from the desktop icon, and then it should import the movie to the correct location and Jellyfin will see it. If you haven't watched the Jellyfin setup video and you want to learn how to set it up, check it out on my channel or click on the link in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and that it helped you set up your own media server at home. Like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.